The Irish Setter Ravine boots, let's check them out. Guys, if you spend a lot of time in your outdoors, a good pair of boots are invaluable. Especially if you're hiking, hunting, just going out to the range and shooting, whatever you're doing. This can really make or break that trip. These are Irish Setter Ravine boots. Now, Irish Setter's owned by Red Wing Boot Company. They make some really top-notch, high-quality boots. But with this BOA system, it's instant tighten down and loosen up. When I first started researching these boots, I got on the internet, I got on a lot of different places, and guys that buy these boots love these boots. Irish Setter got in touch with me and told me to pick out a pair of boots to do a review on. And so again, once I saw this BOA system on the Ravine, I said, this is the one. And I want to give a big thank you to Irish Setter for making this video possible. But now with that being said, if these boots aren't what they say they are, we're going to find out. Now, just like any boot, we're going to put our foot in, slides right in. Now we're going to take and we're going to just tighten up the BOA system. Now I can set this to any tension that I want to. If I want to loosen it up, pull it, and then it automatically loses tension. Tighten it down, you're good to go. You can see those stainless steel cables just tightening right up. Good and strong. I love this little area right here, this neoprene little sleeve. When you're bringing that boot up, it helps this not to ride right here on your shin. Then here at the back, it's cut low right here. That way, if you're laying prone or you need to bend that foot again. But yet, all the support is right here. So your foot's not going from side to side. You can go up and down just like your walking motion. As far as initial comfort level, again, you've got that side to side support. You can definitely bend down. That gusseted tongue. Then again, if I want to, just tighten that down, get it to the exact tension that I want. And really the only way to release that tension, pull it out and you're ready to take this boot off. Now I spent a couple of days wearing these boots, and for the moment I put them on, they were comfortable. No hot spots, it just seemed they wore very well. One of the things about these boots, though, is they're made kind of in the style of an athletic shoe or sports shoe. So, it gives us that kind of technology to go over into these type boots for hunting and outdoors. A lot of times if you get the really just heavy leather boots, it takes some time to break them in. Now, one of the big things, though, about this boot, and I've talked about it, is the BOA. I love this system. Now, at first glance, it seems like these are just wires. And they could possibly break. The system itself, it is a polymer, and it does just immediately release. But one of the things about this is they've done extensive testing on this system. One of the things about that too is because they know that these are going to be used for hard use, and the last thing you need is to have your laces to snap. They've tested these with the whole component. It will withstand up to 300 pounds. So it's a really solid system. And so, that's one of the things that, and we'll know over time, but from everything I've seen and guys that have had these type boots, even with the BOA system, for, a year or more, they still love this system. Now, there are ways to replace the wire if you want to. These are coated, so it's going to help protect them. And the lace-up points are very smooth, and it just glides inside of these catches. I'll tell you guys, this is just so easy. I mean, it just snaps. You can get it together. You can tighten it down. If you want to loosen it up, you can loosen it up. Red Wing shoes have been around since 1905. They're in Red Wing, Minnesota, the original town where they started. And then, of course, Irish Setter boots actually started in 1950. And so Red Wing bought them out. They do all their tanning right there for all of their boots. And that's the SB Foot Tannery. This U.S. raised cattle or steer hides, very durable. And this leather is actually their Trout Brook leather. And again, from SB Foot Tannery. But it's really thin, so it's very flexible, but yet you can see the double stitching that goes all the way around in every one of these areas. And it's very durable, it's very soft, very well finished suede. And then here you can see just the different designs that are in these boots. It makes them look really great. Now there's a composite material at the front, and this is because there's a lot of wear in this area. It is a soft-toed boot, and this area just comes up and through right here for the laces. And then we have an area right here that's more of a composite material just to give you a lot of comfort. But this is also insulation. They call it the ultra dry waterproof system, and it definitely is waterproof. I mean, we took it out, walked through creeks. These are the 9-inch version. They do make a 7-inch version as well. I wanted a little bit of a higher boot, especially if I was going to go test it in water. Now there are cutouts toward the back, so you're able to bend your ankle. Here at the front, at the tongue, there's like a neoprene sleeve right here. So when you're facing this way, when you're bringing that toe forward, the sides are more rigid, and this is going to allow for, better walking. Gives you a lot of support. And then you've got this area that gives. The tongue is gusseted. It has neoprene as well on the side. So when you tighten this down, it seals up the boot. Now here it does have the Primaloft 400 gram Insulate. And so this all goes through the boot all the way down the tongue as well. This is actually for repeated compression. And so it allows for it to come right back. This is actually made from recycled fibers and mainly plastic water bottles. Now the outer covering is actually a flexible nylon, and it's intended as a waffle mesh, and it just makes it really comfortable. The recycled material is in between these two places, so it allows for air to stay in there, and that's really what insulates your foot. But one thing that I did notice is the boots, they don't sweat. I mean, you're wearing them, you don't seem to have a lot of perspiration while you're wearing these boots. And they also have what they call their scent band, and this helps to control the scent, kills bacteria, and just kind of keeps the boot smelling good. Of course, you can pull out the insole, and this does have the scent band on it. It is a neoprene, very comfortable, soft here. Now, one of the things about this type boot is it's multi-layered. So there's a number of different layers here that are combined together, and they are an adhesive, so you don't have to worry about any kind of stitching. It's just a good solid fit. It's one of the reasons why we're seeing so many shoes and boots made this way. Now it has multi-tiered lugs, so you've got a lot of traction, and you can see these are pretty large. You do have these soft areas right here, and this aids in walking, and it kind of gives it a little bit of flexibility. And you do have the loops back here to be able to pull them up, but I had no trouble putting these boots right on my feet. Now, according to Irish Setter, these boots are rated at 8 million steps. So if you're doing a lot of walking, you still won't outlast these boots. Now, the retail price on the 9-inch Ravine boots is $219.99. But you can go to Cabelas, Bass Pro, or the Sportsman's Guide and get them for considerably less. I've seen a lot of prices that were very reasonable for this style boot. Waterproof, insulated, the BOA system, and just the good quality and the tradition that these boots were made. I'll tell you what, from everything I've seen and from what I've experienced, these boots are really top notch. And guys, for more information, you can go to the Irish Setter boot website. I'll have a link down below in the description. And again, I want to thank Irish Setter for sending the boots and for their sponsorship. I'll tell you what, guys, good quality boots with a lot of years behind them. And coming up in the next few months, I'll give you an update on how these things have held up. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. know, they can really bring in some. But we're not ready to take it off. And for more information, but even more, it'll give you the traction you need to get your butt in gear.